Hi everyone, I've had so many of you asking me about my makeup routine, and so I finally decided to sit down and make one for you. This is the makeup that I would normally do for my sort of everyday daytime or evening look. I have changed it for an evening look by putting some kohl pencil on the inside waterline, and if you want to know how I created it and how you can recreate it, then keep watching as I show you exactly how I created this look and which products I used. Now, it's no secret, in order to get beautiful skin, you really need to moisturize it. I usually use the Clinique Dramatically Different moisturizer, which looks like this, and it's a really good moisturizer if you want something quite light, that it's not gonna stick to the skin or feel greasy, and it acts as a really good makeup base. So what I do is just I pump about 1 pump full, and then if I need more, I'll apply a little bit more. And what I do, I just generously apply it initially to the center of the face. You can use your ring finger or middle finger. I have more control with my middle one. And so I just work it through the center, working in an outwards motion. And it is a very, very light consistency. So it's great at moisturizing, but at the same time, it doesn't give you that very heavy feel or greasiness. And it's so light that it gets absorbed straight away. Now that we're fully moisturized, we can move on to doing the rest of the face. Now my face feels really nice and supple and smooth, and it's just got that little suppleness to it, which is really, really nice. And what I like to do next is I like to do the foundation. Normally when I'm doing a client, I would do their eye makeup because obviously it's a lot more dramatic and I use a lot more product. But in terms of my own makeup, I tend to do the foundation first. So I'm going to do the foundation now. And what I normally do is, for just quick application, I do use a makeup sponge. And I'm just using the Artist of Makeup Cream Foundation. This will come in a palette form, but obviously I've received samples that would come like this. And I love using this because you can really change the consistency of the foundation. You can actually mix it with a bit of moisturizer to get like a tinted moisturizer, or you can apply it on its own and just sort of buff it to get that very nice natural look. Now, the way that I apply it, again, I do start around the eyes and then I buff it. Now I'm just going to be looking down in this mirror, so just keep an eye on what I'm doing. I'm just stippling around the face, and this stippling action, what it does, it allows you to get a good coverage without necessarily putting too much makeup on. Now I haven't applied a lot of foundation onto the sponge is wet, and this stippling action is what gives you the coverage without making it look cakey. So just stipple all the way across. Now you can see one half of my face is done and the other half is obviously not done, so I'm going to leave it like that to begin with so you can see the difference in the coverage that you'll get. Just buffing that all around. And then the great thing is with the Artist of Makeup foundation is that you can build it up. So if you want more coverage, then you can always apply more until you're satisfied with the type of coverage that you get. Now when it comes to the eye area, what I like to do is just whatever's left on the sponge, I just apply it with my ring finger and then just sort of blend it around the eye area, so it just gives a sort of natural look rather than a full canvas of foundation. So this is a pure example of the kind of coverage that you'll get. And I'm going to do the other side. Now that didn't take me too long, and it shouldn't take too long to do your sorts of everyday makeup look, just keeping it very simple like that. Then what I like to do is do the eyes, and I don't like to spend too much on my eyes. I just like to put a little bit of eyeshadow just on the eyelid area, nice liquid eyeliner, and possibly some kohl pencil on the inside waterline and mascara. And the way I like to do this is I start off with applying the eyeshadow. And I'm really liking this colour at the moment from the Artist of Makeup palette, which is very sort of light brown shade, almost like a latte colour. And I'm just using this Artist of Makeup brush here just taking a little bit. The good thing is that they're so pigmented that you don't need to use too much eyeshadow. And now if you pick up some eyeshadow on the brush, just tap off the excess on the back of your hand, and then you can go back and use some more if you need to. And so what I do, I just sweep it on the eyelid area, just working back and forth and just building up the colour. And I almost want to push where the crease line is, just push the product into where the crease line is, so that when you get to the inner corner, it just tapers off and there isn't too much product, just to give you a very natural look. So just back and forth, and then sort of buffing out towards the outer corner, and then the same on the other side. Remember that you are keeping this quite natural, so play with the type of colours that would naturally appear on the skin. So in my case, this kind of natural brown is what I normally sort of have around my eyelid area anyway, so it's kind of reapplying your makeup so it just kind of brings that life back to your skin after you've applied a foundation. And then I like to apply the liquid liner. This one I've gotten a sample of. This will be hopefully the Artist of Makeup liquid liner, but it's not finished yet. I'm still working with the lab to kind of get it to be very highly resistant and waterproof and everything that I would want a perfect eyeliner to be. That I apply my eyeliner, I like to start from the outside corner, and then just an easy technique would be to almost match up the line towards your bottom lash line. So if you notice, that line is almost joining up with the bottom lash line, and that can be your guide. So if you just look at that kind of illusion that it's created already, and I haven't even finished yet, that's your guide. So start from the outside corner and then build it upwards so that you can start thickening the liquid liner. And I tend to, for a natural look, just work on the outside of the eye. I tend not to bring it in too forward or too close to the inside corner, and that gives you the kind of very nice almond shape. So I've done the other eye, and if you want to kind of enhance it, it's not necessarily something that I do all the time, but sometimes I do like to join the bottom lash line with the eyeliner. So I just basically apply a bit of liquid liner to the outside corners and just smudge it across towards the lash line, and that just kind of gives you more of that kind of almond shape as well. So just keeping it simple, nothing too drastic, nothing too dramatic either. I'm really liking this Bourjois Liner Effect mascara. It's a really nice mascara for making the lashes, I guess, longer, but also emphasizing the lashes at the roots, so that you get that very nice separated lash look. So literally just working right to the roots of the lashes, and then what I do, I like to give it that zigzag sort of motion to help separate the lashes as well. Definitely do recommend it if you are searching for a mascara at the moment, because it helps to separate, thicken, and it's a really nice black as well. Almost gives that kind of Cheryl Cole lash effect. And then what I like to do with the bottom, well, at the top of the wand, I just like to go right across the bottom lashes and just slightly separate them. So mascara is almost done, and then we're just going to do the same with the bottom lashes. And next I like to put on the blush using the Artist of Makeup contour brush. And this is the blush samples that I've received, and I'm really loving this colour at the moment. Again, it's not necessarily been named, so that could be another competition. But at the moment it's just through my own experience of using it that it's a really nice, soft, light, fresh colour. And the way I apply the blusher is that I just smile slightly, like that. And that shows me where the highest point of my cheeks are. and that's where I want to get the blusher. And just using the contour brush, you just want to create just a flush of colour. You don't want to get that dolly look. Just a hint of pink. That's a nice name for it, hint of pink. Just apply it to the cheeks. And I like to apply a bit of blusher just to the nose as well. What that does, it kind of marries up the makeup together, so you don't have just this light area around your nose. So again, just keeping that smile to allow you to know exactly where to put your blusher. And then we come to doing the eyebrows. Now the eyebrows, as you can see, my eyebrows, this is just normally what they look like. I haven't applied anything on them. They are very black and they're quite dense as well. And in order to kind of keep the shape looking nice without it necessarily overtaking or dictating the natural arch of the eyebrow, I just like to fill in slightly certain areas of the eyebrow. So for example, this area here is a little bit sparse, so what I like to do is just gently with the pencil just create the illusion of eyebrow hairs there, just so that it matches up with this eyebrow, because this eyebrow is a little bit thicker on this side. And it's a really good eyebrow pencil if you want something that is not black but you do have black eyebrows, because it's sort of like a dark brown but it's sort of slightly ashy as well, so it doesn't look overpowering. It just gives you a nice amount of colour without looking too false, so it does keep it quite natural. And then to finish off, I'm using the Motives by Lauren Ridinger lipstick in Naked. So it's a nice natural colour. As I don't like wearing too much lipstick, I'll either wear a gloss or just Vaseline. But this colour is so natural that it doesn't really look like you're wearing much, but it just finishes all the makeup off really nicely. And that's your look. I mean, it didn't take too long and it's very easy and simple to follow. And if you did want to kind of change it into a nighttime evening look, you can just use a kohl pencil. This is the Artist Makeup retractable pencil, and you can just apply it just to the inside waterline. And it instantly gives you that intensity for the evening. And there you have it. A very easy, natural makeup routine that you can apply every day without too much hassle. I hope you enjoyed the video and I will see you next time. And if you have any requests, then do tweet me, as I usually respond fastest to the tweets. I don't respond fastest to twits because I don't think they exist. Where was I? Just threw me off tangent there.